cats and dogs, rabbit and squirrel, snakes and mice, and everything nice. My name is Shakir Bartal, Sports Guy Show. See, we're talking about the Carolina freaking Panthers because we had the NFL Combine press conference today by our general manager, Dan Morgan, and our head coach, Dave Canales. They spoke today and they mentioned a lot of stuff, very, very important stuff that I'm going to share with you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, in the stream, we'll talk about other teams also, NFL in general. So let me quickly share the stream with everyone. So I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen. So what I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Morgan, Dave Canales, they both spoke today, and they made a lot of headlines, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of headlines that they did today. Dave Canales spoke and mentioned that he will be giving his play calling duties to offensive coordinator Brad Idzik, something that Dave Canales in 2 years as the Panthers head coach has not done so. So year 3 of Dave Canales, the Panthers play calling will be under Brad Idzik. So Dave Canales will not be calling the plays for this season on offense. That is a big news, folks, out of Carolina. It's a massive news out of Carolina because the truth of the matter is, prior to that, at times, the play calling under Dave Canales wasn't good enough. And I'm a big fan of Dave Canales, but the play calling at time was inconsistent. You didn't know if you're going to call a running play, passing play, what kind of a running play will you run? So right now, Dave Canales is not going to be calling the plays anymore. What's up? What's up, guys? And smash the like button, please, and subscribe, turn the bell notification on. So right now, the play calling for 2026, Brad Idzik. That, I believe, what's up, everyone? I believe that will make the Panthers play calling in offense even more explosive. And no knock on Dave Canales, because Dave Canales is an awesome human being, and I'm a big fan of him, but the play calling was inconsistent. Running plays. So running play and all of that was inconsistent. Mr. Adam 88, 84. So the play calling was inconsistent. Dan Morgan spoke to the media today. Dan Morgan mentioned how the Panthers are going to address the linebacker position, which means DJ Wondham, bye-bye. Christian Roseburn, bye-bye. Because linebacker was terrible last season. We didn't get sacks. We had one of the worst defense. And unfortunately, our defensive coordinator, Ejero freaking Overo, is coming back. Thank you, I appreciate that. So he's coming back. We are stuck with him, but it is what it is. But at least if we address free agency linebacker position, Trayvon Hendrickson or Devin Lloyd, one of the two, we are going to be looking at a massive upgrade because we already have Derek Brown, who is very underrated. We have Tonk Walton and Cam Jackson and Bobby Brown, defensive tackle, and Nick Scotton, and Princey Onimaya. So we have young pieces, and then the secondary, J.C. Owen and Michael Jackson and Linton Ransom, the rookie safety out of Ohio State. So we have some young pieces. And also Trevon Merrick, one of the best free agency upgrade by the Panthers in a very long time. So we have the pieces, the nucleus, but what we don't have is linebacker position. Because I'm here to tell you folks, Trevor Wallace is not it. He is a decent linebacker, but at the moment, he doesn't look like he's going to be all-pro linebacker. Nowhere near close to Hall of Famer Luke Kuechly or Thomas Davis, who had a great career, or John Beeson, or Dan Morgan. He's probably going to be an average linebacker in the NFL, Trevor Wallace, which is okay, but you need more linebacker. I mean, Ben Martin Scott from South Carolina, the rookie, he might be a good linebacker, but the bottom line is, folks, I'm not sure if he's the answer. So give me Devin Lloyd or give me Trevor Edrickson, free agency from the Bengals. Let's sign another young linebacker. Let's draft a linebacker, and we should have a very good defense. I mean, the truth of the matter, this season, even though we didn't get sacks, we were in the top 15 overall. Can you imagine if we get one explosive linebacker, Hendrickson or Devin Lloyd, one of those two, maybe Alex Singleton, maybe Alex Anzalone from the Lions. If we get one of those linebackers, we already have two pretty good cornerbacks, Jackson and Owen. We get another cornerback because Shawwade Smith-Wade is honestly a fourth-string cornerback. He's not the third-string cornerback because he got beat up in the playoff game when J.C. Owen suffered concussion. So you have that, and you have young rookie cornerback Corey Stoughton, who should bounce back and have a great season. He suffered a broken leg against the 49ers in the 49ers game, Monday night game. So we have young nucleus. We are basically literally one stud linebacker away from being very good on defense. So just imagine, ladies and gentlemen, for a second, we already this season without sacks. We were in the top 15. Can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen, what would a linebacker do with Derek Brown and Bobby Brown? Can you imagine an On and Moik? Can you imagine how good of a defense we might have? Maybe top 10. You have a top 10 defense. You have the offense under Brad Itzig. All of a suddenly, the play calling under Brad Itzig, all of a suddenly, you are looking at the playoff team, but no. Not an 8-win team, but potentially a 10 or 11-win team. Now, I'm sure everyone would say, Shaked, wait a second. What in the freaking world you're talking about? The schedule is brutal. They're playing the Eagles, the Super Bowl champ, the Seahawks, the Broncos, the Vikings. They're playing Lions, Packers, Bears. The NFC South opponent. How in the world are they going to win 10 games, the Panthers, when their schedule is brutal? And my answer is, and they play the Bengals and the Ravens and the Steelers and the Browns. My answer is quite simple, ladies and gentlemen. Just because a team look good on paper does not mean that they will be great in real freaking life. Take a look at the Cowboys. Everyone said, oh, the Cowboys are going to be so good. They were not. Everyone said regarding the Pats will be terrible. They made it to the Super Bowl. Did they win it? No. Did they lose in a blowout? Yes. But still, folks, the Pats made it to the Super Bowl. No one anticipated the Pats, year 2 of Drake May, year 1 of Mike Vrabel, that they will make it to the Super Bowl. They did. My whole point is, folks, just because on paper you see a team that is supposedly very good does not mean in real life. You could be terrible. I mean, I'm looking at the NFC South right now. Honestly, I'm not scared of anyone. Absolutely no one. Not the Saints. Well, in cap room L. Not the Falcons, who don't have a quarterback, starting quarterback. Is it Michael Penix Jr. or who will they draft? And then they are dealing with legal trouble of James Pierce Jr., which I'm not going to talk about because I'm not a lawyer. But I'm just saying they're dealing with legal trouble. James Pierce Jr. Then the Buccaneers. Yes, there's Baker Mayfield, but Mike Evans will probably leave. Their defense is okay. The running game is fine, but they're still a pretty old team. Baker Mayfield is 1 hit away from missing a substantial time, and I don't wish anyone any harm, including Baker Mayfield. But my whole point is, ladies and gentlemen, is follow. If I'm a Carolina Panthers, I don't feel terrified about any team in the NFC South. Will they get better? Yes, they will. Will the Panthers get better? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So the South is again taken for the Panthers to win it again. Back to back. NFC South champ. Not because of 8 games, but 10 wins. In our schedule, honestly, I'm glad we're not facing the Giants because I believe the Giants might be better than the Eagles because of John Harbaugh. I'm not afraid of playing against the Browns with Todd Monken or the Ravens with Jesse Minter. I'm not afraid of playing against the Broncos with Sean Punchable Face Payton. I'm not afraid of playing against the Bengals, who cannot protect Joe Burrow, and the defense is terrible, and they are losing Traven Hendrickson. I'm not afraid of playing against the Steelers, who don't have a starting quarterback, or maybe they will bring back 49-year-old Aaron freaking Rodgers. I'm not afraid of playing against the Browns. Yes, they're on a bounce back, but it's still the Browns. Who is their starting quarterback? Shadow? They don't have pretty good players on their team beside Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is their stud. It's the bread and butter of the Browns. My whole point is, folks, I'm not afraid of playing against the Browns. Then the NFC North, the Bears. Yes, they're pretty good, but still, it's the Bears. You don't know if they're going to be good or not. The Lions should be very good, but then again, everyone said this season, the Lions will make the playoff. The Lions will win the Super Bowl. They did not make the playoff, folks. The Lions did not make the playoff. They changed their offensive coordinator. They have a good team, but they're not a great team. Look at the Vikings. They have a great head coach with the offense of guru, but they don't have a quarterback. J.J. McCarthy, I don't believe he's a franchise starting quarterback. I'm sure he's a great dude off the field, but he's not a freaking starting quarterback. You have Justin Jefferson. His catch radius this season was pretty low. So was his touchdowns. Why? Because of J.J. McCarthy. And maybe next season he will bounce back. Who knows? To be determined. Then you have the Packers. Jordan Love, a great quarterback. But they won't have Micah Parsons for a very long time. They won't have Tucker Kraft for a long time. Torn ACL. They won't be playing right away. They will probably miss half of the season. Both of them. So the Packers are a good team, but so many injuries. And Jordan Love is a good quarterback, but he's not in the top 10 category. Honestly, and I'm not an owner, but I think Bryce Young's ceiling is much higher than Jordan Love, because I truly believe Jordan Love has reached his peak. So my whole point is, folks, the schedule right now looking brutal. And yes, the Seahawks game will be difficult because they already beat us, the Panthers, this season. They are getting back most of their players next season. They are a dangerous team, the Seattle Seahawks. But my point is, folks, when I'm looking at the schedule, I see a 10 wins for the Carolina Panthers right now. Am I crazy? No. Am I saying it because I'm a Panthers fan? No. I see the Panthers winning 10 games right now before free agency, before the draft. Why? Because what you see on paper schedule can be actually a very easy schedule. Don't assume that because the schedule is brutal today, that it's going to be brutal come September. Come September, the teams that you thought, oh my gosh, how in the world are we going to beat them? You lose them, and same the other way around. That is the thing with the NFL, folks. Don't be afraid of your opponent. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your upcoming opponent, because you literally in the NFL, you can beat anyone, you can lose to anyone. That is the fun thing about the NFL. It's not like soccer, for example, when you have a 4-division team playing against a 1-division team, and you know that the team in the first division is going to beat the team in the 4th division, probably 8-0. It's nothing like that in the NFL. In the NFL, folks, you can beat anyone, you could lose to anyone. The Jets, the Raiders, they can beat the Pats, they can beat the Broncos, they can beat the Bills, they can beat them. And we all know trajectory, history-wise, the Jets, the Raiders, they are two really bad teams. The Browns, they can beat my Panthers, they can beat the Steelers, they can beat the Eagles. Because the bottom line in the NFL, no team is better than another team. Yeah, they might have better record. Yes, they might have better talent. But in one game, anyone can beat anyone. That is what I like about the NFL, folks. That is what I truly, truly like about the National Football League. You can beat anyone, you could lose to anyone. That is the fun part about the NFL. So we heard a lot from Dan Morgan today. We heard a lot from Dave Canales. It was a great press conference. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to Combine, which we'll have a show next week talking about the Combine and all of those fun stuff coming up. And then before you know it, folks, NFL free agency will be here. So smash the like button, subscribe, turn the bell notification on, because you don't want to miss an NFL free agency, because it's going to be a blast. And I will have you covered, not just about the Panthers, but the NFL in general. And with that, folks, Sports Guy Show, Shaked Bartal is signing off. Keep pounding. Have a great rest of the night. God bless you all.